Game, I'm out the pocket, but I rock with the game. We attacking, better stand back and watch a run. Shotgun come with the options. In big blitz, nobody blocking. Big win, that's a ring and a watch. Strong in when he come in a slot, trying to bend the corner, your limbs getting.
Today, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Miami Dolphins taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the sight of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we're ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it backs certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. Threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Marino sets up. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time on the catch and run.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Marino off of play action. Going up top. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
On 1st and 10, Bradshaw, flush to his right. He's got it to Swan, complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 6 catches, 62 yards, and a touchdown. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 11 carries, 107 yards, and the touchdown.
And well-liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Bradshaw escaping the pressure right. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Bradshaw flushed out right. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Bradshaw eluding the pressure right. He's going to look deep here for Ward. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Bradshaw. There he goes inside the 30. Touchdown! A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Steelers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into 1st downs and hopefully points.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 12, Marino. Being chased out left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Marino will look to throw on 1st. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down now, it's Williams. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 1st down, Marino. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. To throw is Marino. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Going for the deep ball. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. Marino's incompletion on first down leads to 2nd and 10. On the counter, here's Williams. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
First foray into the red zone for Miami. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Marino will throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ellis. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Here's Marino. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On 3rd down, Marino. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he's going to come up well shy of the 1st here as the tackle's made right around the 12. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. On now the Miami field goal unit. Butker's kick here is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his own. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. On 1st down, Bradshaw. Throw left side complete. That's Ward. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. The right side, that's complete to Clark. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. They run with Harris. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. In lieu of the sneak on 4th and inches, they just say, give it to the big man in the backfield.
Yeah, fullback no less. Not many of those left in the NFL, but for those that have one, perfect time to use them, perfect time to get it done.
Throwing on 1st down. Bradshaw. He's got it complete to Clark. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Looking to throw. Bradshaw, flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Back to throw. Bradshaw. The open man is Clark, complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. Looking to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Back to throw. Bradshaw escaping the pressure right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down. Boswell's kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And the Dolphins with one final possession here in this first half. And they really won't have much time to work with, just 19 seconds showing on the clock. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll be second and about a yard. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 37. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get started up at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, and it's the Bengals who are out in front as those two head towards the break. Cooper Rush has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, it's up to Highmark Stadium to check in on the Bills. And it's the visiting Minnesota Vikings who are out in front. Dalvin Cook has scored a touchdown there. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore and check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And for the moment, They trail the visiting Browns in that one. Auden Tate, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They're trying to get back on track. They had the loss last week to the Dallas Cowboys. The good news, they've got the lead right now. Flushed out right. He finds his man, complete. That's Clark. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Looking to throw on second down. Bradshaw. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And they're going to speed things up here. A run right side, it's Bettis. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. In search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Bradshaw rifles one into the hands of Clark. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great effort there to make the grab. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 24. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Marino. A first down for Connor and then some. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to...
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From midfield now, Marino. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. They run. It's Williams. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Marino to throw. Steps away to his left. Marino slides, and he'll have the 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a bit. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. They'll look to throw. He's got it. So they convert to 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he stopped immediately there. And now they're in the hurry-up. To throw on 3rd down. Bradshaw eluding the pressure right. Open man there is Swan, complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Bradshaw will complete this one to Swan. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his left. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 17. Rolling to his right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. 39 yards. And the Steelers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. So, Charles, the bad taste from that opening week loss, that's just a memory now. This has been a very strong performance as they score once again.
Yeah, I know it's only week 2, but you're exactly right because this team felt like they let one get.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After reviewing the play, the one on the field is reversed.
So take away the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter. Now Marino on 1st down. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Marino to throw it. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Now Marino. Finding Williams once more, complete. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And just like that, it's third down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. They'll look to throw again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Marino. He finds his man, complete. That's Ellis. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 1st and 10, it's Marino. Over the middle, complete. That's Clayton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Marino on play action. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
To throw again is Marino. He finds his man, complete. It's Ellis. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's going to be caught by Carmichael for a Miami touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And it's the Steelers that come up with it. And that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. That one complete to Bettis. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that'll be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Looking to throw. Bradshaw buying time to his left. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Back to throw. Bradshaw. He finds his man. Complete. That's Clark. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Steelers, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This